Well, we've been given another case to solve, and I need your help. I found another piece of evidence this morning. It looks like someone has been doing some woodworking with this. This brings us to the subject of our case. Let's see. Today, we're going to be looking at a man named Joseph, a carpenter. This case is already making a lot of sense, isn't it? Joseph was engaged to Mary. We know who Mary is, don't we? We cracked her case just last week. We also know from our first investigation that the angels visited Joseph. The angel needed to speak to Joseph and tell him a few things about what was going on in his life. From what I've gathered and what I've noticed in my investigation of Joseph, I can tell that he was a hard worker, a very hard worker, who loved God. He was a humble gentleman with a great reputation. While Joseph was a great man and a hard-working carpenter, he was quite normal. He was ordinary. Joseph minded his own business and he worked hard. Why did God choose such an ordinary man to be the father of Jesus, the Messiah's dad, on earth? Can normal, ordinary people really be used by God? God chooses normal, ordinary people all the time to accomplish his work. God can use someone even less or worse off, or maybe even less hardworking than Joseph. God uses humble, honorable, ordinary people every day. Did you know that before the angel visited him, Joseph was thinking about leaving Mary? He was going to quietly divorce her so that no one would think badly of either of them, especially him. Joseph didn't want to be caught up in the drama or trouble it would have caused for Mary to be pregnant before they were officially married. But Joseph decided to stay. He chose to stay and be with Mary because of the peace he had found after the angel's visit. He found peace in the promise of the angel who told him not to be afraid because Mary was going to give birth to the Messiah, to Jesus. Joseph knew that good things were going to come through Jesus. With this, Joseph had all of the necessary tools to trust God in this situation and be obedient to staying with Mary, to becoming Jesus' dad on earth. They weren't Joseph's usual tools that he was used to working with. They were even better. What are tools we have been given to trust in God? Do you know? Yeah, we've been given prayer, the Bible, and our churches where we can be with and talk to other people who trust in God. God has given us so many great tools to trust him so that we can live in obedience to what he wants us to do. Proverbs 3 verses 5 and 6 tells us, "Trust in the Lord with all of your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding, but in all your ways obey him. Then he will make your paths smooth and straight." We can be like Joseph and trust God even when we don't understand, or if it's scary, and when we're afraid, or even if we think we know a better way. God has given us the tools to trust him. We just have to use them. This case, cracked.